So hello everyone. Today we will be playing the new DLC of Train Sim 1 Sim World 4, and it's the class 323 locomotive, which is based, let me read it out for you. It has been in the electric duty since the 1990s in the Birmingham, and now they are celebrating 30 years of its service, and for that they have created this particular locomotive and the routes. So let's see what we have got in here. So this is cross city. This is more like a shuttle service. So let's see if we can find something which is, yes, so smaller. That's what I meant. So let's start this. It's for 15 minutes. So now let's select this. I want the weather to be clear. I don't want it to be dynamic. Well, it's fine. And today is 20th December. So let's get started. As usual, I've not trained on this particular locomotive. So this is 119 tons of train, and it is 76 yards longer. I think these are three locomotives, which is one for the power and two at each end. So let's get started. So we are going from Birmingham New Street to Four Oaks. So let's see how it looks. Yes, this is kind of the underground thing, and I purchased the Birmingham or something which they mentioned that you should purchase to have full experience. So I've purchased the uh, locomotive or the train set DLC separately, and also I've purchased the route DLC. So coming playing thing, okay, so it's good. We know the basics of all the electric locomotives. Anyways, we have a wait signal. So this is the reverser, this is the power brake, and most of these have a single lever for power and electricity and braking, so it's much more easier. And let's set the tail lights on. Okay, we have to make it night head because it's night and or early morning. And this is what I don't like about this game: you cannot change the time. If anyone knows that, if you can change the time, please let me know. And now let's see what else we can do. We need to release the brake when we are ready. That's fine. System settings, and let us see the controls. Door release right, door release. Is this a mistake? So this is door release right, and this is also door release right. It should be door release left. And now this is cabin air, wipers, cabin heater, cab fan. Cab light is turned on, thank god. This is the basic DPWS train speed override thing. Let's hear the horn. Yes, it is good. They did not ask us to open the doors. That's fine. And I think we cannot travel in this train like we can do in the most European ones. So let's set the reverser forward. The master key is now on. I forgot that. So now we have set the reverser forward. So handbrake is in VP position. Let's set it to release first. And now we'll have to check these gauges. One of them is on 0, which is brake cylinder. That's fine. I am curious about these buttons, but okay. The EWS isolation mode, wherein the engine runs in isolation, fine. Emergency bypass, pass, com, I don't know that. We'll have to read the manual for this one. There are a lot many things. phone is not working. Okay, I can pick the phone. The communications are not working. It's fine. Let's push the pedal. So we have to reach at by 5:40. Let's pull the distance when we are somewhere in between. Let's look at the beauty. This is the rear end, and we are leaving from the underground. And the signal speed is the signal and the speed are too much in a way affecting us. Most of the times I face this. That this is beautiful though. It's early morning and we are departing from a station. So yeah, it's not underground. Initially I thought it was underground. So yeah, it's not underground. It's a beautiful station of Birmingham. We just see the welcome. I don't know if it's in real in Birmingham, but yeah, normally they try to make the exact replicas or the matching things. I think we are on a slope. See, this is what happens when you don't have a proper lighting setup. A proper weather. The lighting is too bad, and it's on the slope, I guess. That's the reason we are actually gaining some speed. And we have a clearance of 50, ranging from 35 to 50. So the next speed recommendation would be 50, and now it's going to be 35, the first one. Lights are not working. Need to turn the cab lights on, and now we need to figure out how can we turn on the lights in the front to make sure that those are actually making a difference in what we can see ahead. I did change the lights initially. The lights are never going to be here. Somewhere here. Right head. Marker lights. The day. The headlights. And the lights are too poor of this locomotive. That's one thing for sure I can say. This is the most boring part about these exercises which they give, or whatever they want to call it. You just simply cannot enjoy the playing, because the beauty of course night driving is also enjoying, but the beauty about these of anything, playing anything, is playing it in the day, broad light, to see the reflections of the sun and the beauty of the surroundings and the leaves and the green pastures, which is what matters. So yeah, you can enjoy this. This is early morning, but yes, it's simply not done because you can't see anything outside, and also you cannot increase the speed. But yes, we have a task to push the speed up, and we should be able to do that. It's 5:31. We have 8.5 minutes, precisely 8 minutes 18 seconds to reach our destination of Four Oaks platform 3. Let's push the limits now. Enough of talking. We are passing a station now, and if we can read the name of the plant, let's try to post a bit. So we have there is a signal again. Sure, have to do requires some power to keep the train floating. And anyways, the distance between 45 and 40 is too small, and on top of that we have a red signal, plus we have a limit of 20, so it doesn't matter if you increase the speed. That is how I think. So we are approaching that signal which is red. Maybe it's a station of some sort, but we are not on the platform side of the station, I think. We are, and the signal has turned red again, green again, so we can push the lever a bit harder. Let's have a look at this beautiful piece of work from all the sides, or all the possible angles we can. We have already executed this for a few seconds. Yeah, it's fine, because it was just a crossing, I guess. Requesting speed. Yeah, of course it's a mistake. So now I realize, after playing the games, that why the rail drivers do not push hard on the lever whenever they are driving, because they have with the experience, I think they must have the grasp of understanding when a signal will go green and when it will turn red, and what speed limits are on which lines. It's beautiful to think, though, how it actually is. It's a turn as well as a kind of project. It's really hard to maintain something at 40. Lighting is too bad, and if I turn off the cab lights, I was actually trying to figure out what happens. Close the doors now. How are we going to cover 4.8 miles in the next 4 minutes? Okay, we are getting a 60 thing in a few seconds. We're passing a station now. Get to the 60 mark. Yes, we are at that mark. Let's have a bit and let the neighbors sleep, and we can regret that they shouldn't leave near the station. And we are on full pace. You can hear the turbo sound. And now let's opt for boosting. We should be reaching in the next few minutes. I'm positive about that. But for sure, we may not reach in time, because it's like 3.5 miles at the speed of 60. Was I? there is a cut in between. Mind well that I had to kill an insect in between. So it's 1 minute to go and it's 2 miles. So it's next to impossible to halt the train in time, on time, whatever you want to call it. But yes, this is our first journey. It feels like the train is not having, and we have a speed limiter of 35 miles per hour. Let's start to brake it. Reaching that point. And we are just crossing the time, and we have cut the time. Slid ourselves of not reaching on time. And yes, we are posting at 35 now. And by the time we reach the station has a lot of curve, that's the reason it's 35. Yeah. 600 because immediately we'll get a 45 speed limiter. Once we of course pass the back thing. And I think there is a elevation. Yeah, there is elevation. And there is a turn as well. We are 1 minute late, 1.5 minutes late already, and still 0.85 miles to cover. And we have a red signal as well. I think it should turn to green, or if it's 0.6 miles, that means that is our station. And we are reaching the platform. If there have been announcement like a pilot for the loco pilot, I would have said, attention passengers, this is your loco pilot approaching the station, and it's orange. And now I'll have to wait till the brakes reach to 0 again. And thank God, this is the most irritating part as a loco pilot. Once you put on the brakes, and again once you want to get going, it's very hard. Sometimes you have to reset the entire set of engine, I mean the system or whatever you want to call it. So I've turned off the brakes. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is your loco pilot. We are 500 yards away from the 4 Oaks platform 3. The doors possibly will be on the right, because I'm not a daily pilot. I don't know which side the roads fall to. We have to give a bit of push, because it's just 233 yards, 200 yards, and our speed is not that much. Oh, there are no passengers, I think. So our announcement was flawed and made fun of. This is last 1,000 feet or 1,000 yards are the hardest. We have to be on time, and we are 3.5 minutes late. Of course, my judgment, my experience of those really on the right was actually correct. Well, it's not a judgment, it was just exactly, as you can see, I have fooled myself again and made fun of myself again. So all the passengers, the doors will be on your left hand side, on the running directions left hand side. Instead of coasting, we are like you driving it like a two-wheeler or a bicycle. Come on, dude. When I started playing the game, I thought I had to park it exactly in these quadrants which are marked or highlighted. But later on I figured out that even if you exceed a bit, it's just counted as if. So I've put the brake handle to off, and now I will start applying it. And now I applied it. Cool. So I think that is our journey. Left doors unlocked. Right doors are locked. There's no passenger on the entire platform. Oh well, there is. Oh boy, thank you. This was my first journey in the VR class, and you two are not a passenger. You're just a mug standing around your guy or girl. Well, girl. I think, and on top of that, not even a mug. She is the one from the staff. Well, let's concentrate on the job at hand. Let's lock the doors. That is by mistake. I think our activity is complete. So that's it, guys. This was the first run of the BR class 323, which is in the Birmingham, and we traveled from somewhere to Four Oaks. So thank you for watching. Hope you like the video. If you have any questions, comments, or figure out my mistakes, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching again.